Okay, do it again. What are we doing, Nathan?
Hey guys, we're having some issues. We're about to do an Ike Gauntlet run with the 2017 Ram 2500, and the problem we're having is trailer sway and weight distribution. So, Ken,
Right.
you could tell them what's going on.
Well, we tried to set all this up in advance, and last time I pulled this exact truck and trailer in the same position was like 3 years ago. It was the Dodge Ram 3500 110 dually. Pulled it fantastic. We didn't even use weight distributing hitch because we weren't over 12,000, so we weren't required to do it. Today we're being super safe. We put weight distributing hitch on this trailer. Now this Tradesman heavy duty 2500 is a rear coil. It's a progressive rear coil. So we're wondering if there's a little bit of difference in that or not. But we first hooked it up, the trailer was swaying. And so I was using the trailer brake independently so that we wouldn't sway worse. We pulled over, adjusted the spring arms up, put more pressure on it, and it actually gave us another 10 miles an hour, but it's still kind of goofy. And I don't know if it's related to coil springs, I'm just kind of guessing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the load distribution. We're going to move the trailer, the truck forward and do it again and try to get a little more weight on the truck.
Yeah,
that solves it.
Yeah, let's show them what we're going to do. So there's a toolbox in front of the truck. The heaviest point of the truck obviously is where the engine is. So we're what, about 18 inches or so?
Yeah, we can go that far forward right now. We're stuck with that toolbox.
So we're going to pull this up, and we're going to remove the toolbox altogether, put it in a different vehicle, and then we're going to drive this all the way up to here, and hopefully that extra weight will mitigate a lot of the sway, what we're hoping.
Right, that's what the sway is a pendulum action on the trailer. So we're trying to eliminate the pendulum action. And that's our project. I'm doing all these chains and backing the truck off, and then we're going to reload and see if that works.
And Andre's here too.
Yep.
Hey guys. So we actually put a water tote in the back of the Ram, and it's around 2,400 pounds. But the thing is, we have a guess to what everything weighs. We know the trailer is around 4,400 pounds. Ken's truck, the Ford, is around 8,000 pounds. We know that the Ram by itself is about 6,200 pounds, and we know that the water tote is about 2,400 pounds. But we don't know how the weight is distributed exactly. And at the end of this video, we're gonna weigh the truck and trailer, everything at the truck scale, at the cat scale here at the truck stop. So you will know exactly what it weighs. And we're gonna do our Ike Gauntlet run. This is the super Ike Gauntlet because we're trying to max this track out, obviously. And the max load for this truck is 22,800 pounds gross combined weight rating. So.
Andre, tell us about the truck we're using today.
Yeah, so this is basically a regular cab Ram 2500 heavy duty, and this is a two-wheel drive, and this is a work truck, right? It's a Tradesman, and it has a 6.4 liter Hemi. It has a 6.4 liter Hemi, so it's got a lot of power, but we're testing the tow capability of this truck, and that's why we're here. I weighed the truck empty, full of fuel, but with no people, weighs around 6,200 pounds, 6,180 in fact. And this is the whole thing. The Super Ike Gauntlet, we usually do those in the summer. And the thing about Super Ike Gauntlet, we want to max the truck out on weight. And this is the world's toughest towing test because we're going up in the mountains, Rocky Mountains behind me. And this is 7% grade. We're going to an elevation of over 11,158 feet of elevation above sea level, and there's about 32% less air density up there. So this engine is going to struggle, and we loaded it up really heavy, and Nathan and Kent are going to be in the cab doing the run. So, but before that, we want to be safe, and safety is very important for towing. And this is a work truck, and we were just loading it. I've got my cameras in here, and this is a bench seat for three people, but it's got this flip-up console. So it's actually this truck MSRP is around $37,000, just below $37,000, because it has the chrome package. It has also the carpet package in here. It also has cruise control and a radio with satellite and air conditioning. So this is a well-appointed truck. but it's also not very expensive. $36,000, about $700 MSRP.
Hey Kent, we go walk over here, show you the load. Kent, we have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you think a crew or mega cab would be more stable?
Well, the longer the wheelbase would have been better. If we could have had a mega cab, we couldn't have done that in the long bid, but it would have been good. All that is spelled out in our book, the truck books. Everything you want to know about weight distribution.
Damn, he's good.
All that stuff. Now, this is just a miniature book, but the real book is bigger. But so you can buy that at trucknutsbook.com. Anyway, yes,
Sorry.
wheelbase, weight, all that helps. And I'm not completely blaming it on the coil springs. It may not be that. That's where we're just trying to narrow down what makes it handle differently than a leaf spring, the ram we used before. So, yeah, longer wheelbase is always a good thing.
And Kent's gonna go drop the truck back about a foot, and I have to
Lock it in
guide
place.
him. Yeah, lock it.
This heavier truck and this longer of a truck, it won't stay put once we get the weight off.
Okay, so just let me know when you want me to switch it.
Okay. Well, we climb around on. Crossing the strap, getting low, crossing the strap.
How far do you want to go back? A foot?
Well, I'm with that back tire almost to the ground.
Okay. Let's straighten out a little bit at the front. Okay, whoa.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
Now, I'm wondering, is there enough room to get that toy box out?
Yeah, there's plenty of room to get it out.
Let me try that.
So Nathan, are we gonna take out the toolbox here?
Yeah, this thing weighs a ton, but Andre, who's strong like wool, is going to help me with this. We're going to pull it out so Kent doesn't blow his back. Come on. Hey, yell out loud. Go get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper!
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. Okay, are we gonna lift it out?
I think it goes straight up.
Yeah, tip the top toward the truck. But it should go out.
Wait, before you do that, I got to move the ring. There it goes.
Get to the truck! Get to the truck!
It's awesome. There we go.
Get to the chopper!
Arnold, let me help you.
Okay. Oh my God. Oh great, a lot more room here. Now we can move the truck forward more and create more tongue weight and get that balance better. Now let me show you something, Tommy. So we're using our Gen Y torsion hitch down here. So this torsion hitch actually has some suspension in this torsion bars here. So it helps cushion the trailer and the truck as it goes down the highway. And we're also using Gen Y, these weight distributing hitch, which also works for sway control. And look at this. The way that the sway control works is this bar is tapered. So it's wider here, it's narrower here. And when it moves along this L bracket, it creates friction as it turns and prevents a little bit of sway control. And you can see this spring arm is really loaded. I mean, it's not moving. So that's what we want. You're good, you're good.
Whoa!
Your tires.
We have to lock the hubs because he's spinning one tire.
He's spinning the tire on the trailer. Okay. He's gonna go 4-wheel drive.
There it is.
All right, a little bit more. All right, whoa. Okay, you've got 2 feet.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, hold on.
Let me move the chain. Wait up, wait up. Okay. Okay, this is pretty insane. Okay, you can move forward a few inches. Stop. That's it. You cannot go any further.
Yeah, he's got an edge. Okay.
How are we gonna turn this down? I don't know if you guys saw that, but there was a little bit of extra squat when he moved forward. Obviously, the engine is the heaviest part of a truck, and that's why we moved it forward. On his truck, on the trailer, the weight moved forward, and the heaviest part is actually the engine, so that's over the front of the trailer. Now the question is, we need to tie it down and safely, and we're using chains. So, you want to show how Kent is working that?
Kent, we have a question. Could the height of the Super Duty be affecting the sway?
It's
Well, I
not
don't
that
think
high.
so. The center of gravity is still low. Your transfer case or engine, everything's on the bottom end. So, you know, that's just air up there. You know, it's glass. So I don't
We
think...
do have water, but we filled the water tote all the way up.
Right, so we don't think there's a slosh factor there. Because we do water totes all the time. We don't usually have a problem with any kind of sway being created by the water. That's why we fill them clear up.
We also have another question. Locking hubs on your F-250?
You betcha! Go old school, and then it's got a lever on the floor. Now, not everybody understands how the Ford system works. You know, GM and Dodge, you have a slider on the right axle that activates it electronically or vacuum. On Ford, it's all done in the hub. Now, this is a manual hub, so I have to go out and twist it. On an auto locking hub, it will say auto, and it'll say lock. So what happens if when you put it in auto and you engage your transfer case with a button in the cab on that type of Ford, then locks in the transfer case, locks in the axle twists in and locks the hub.
I think that's what this one is.
Yeah, exactly. That's how an auto hub works. And if you look in that hub, it still has a manual hub, but it says auto. So whether it's an auto or manual will determine whether or not you can engage it that way. And so once you do that, it locks itself in, now it's engaged. They may have to move forward a couple feet for it to work. When you dislock it, when you take it out of four-wheel drive, or even if you take those out of manual, either way, then you need to back up almost 15 feet to uncrank all that stuff that engaged itself. That's how it works on the Ford system. So it's a total disconnect. When it's off, it's clear off. Nothing's turning in the front end. Differential's not moving, nothing's moving. No, you can leave it there, wherever it was. I might help with some of that rock and roll. Okay, Andre, how are you going to get under there? Should we hook it around something else?
Maybe the sidebars or what?
No, I'm talking about in the truck. Is that going to pull against the our little chin guard thing, or what is it not? Maybe not. We've got a battery in the way. What do you think?
I think
We've got an axle
we need
strap.
to move it.
Because I got those two big
Do you have tire
Jenny
straps?
hitches. Yes, I have the Jenny hitches, which I can wrap around the axle.
Yeah.
So this truck is the tradesman trim if you're just joining us. So we still have manual locks, manual windows, and of course manual mirrors. If you go to TFL Truck on the YouTube page, we have a review of this truck that we just published this morning. Be sure to check that out. But there you go. Four-wheel drive on this truck, Nathan?
Nope.
No.
Drive only.
It's rear-wheel drive only, and we really wanted to use a work truck for this, right? Because we test dually diesels all the time, And we don't get enough these base trucks, and that's why we're so excited for this test. I used 4 straps to secure this water tote. It did shift backwards a little bit, so...
What's the deal with the wood?
Well, the wood... Kent made fun of me for this, but I put the wood here so it prevents forward motion. You know, I want to discourage this weight from moving forward because that's where the weight wants to go, because the braking power is so powerful, everything wants to shift forward. So I put some wooden planks in here.
So that way it'll only destroy that section of the bed when it moves hard?
Right, but I also have this spreader bar, and I also have 4 straps. So that's why, you know, that's what I'm doing to prevent any kind of movement in this weight. And I crisscross the straps so they work against each other and prevent sideways motion.
How's Kent doing back here?
Well, Kent is struggling because we just shifted the load, and now we need to move our chains around. So I gotta go help him. But hey guys,
you guys really know how to tow. Hey, thanks, Ian.
thanks guys, and we're kind of trying to help people see what it is like to tow trailers. And this is a Memorial Day weekend coming up where everybody wants to get on the road. They want to tow their campers, they want to tow their boats, they want to tow all their toys. Right, Kent? It's Memorial Day.
Is that right? No,
Yeah,
it's Monday.
We're worried about hitting traffic on I-70.
Yeah.
Kent's
But I'm
a
just saying that everybody wants to tow something, right?
towing magician today.
Is that what that's called?
And by the way, Kent and I will be we'll have a book signing. This is very exciting. Our Truck Nuts book, where you can go to trucknutsbook.com to get it. But there's also an address there. June 14th, if you're in Denver area, we have a book signing at the Tethered Cover bookstore, and the address is on our website, trucknutsbook.com. It's about 7 p.m. June 14th, and if you're in the area, come down and see us. You don't have to get the book, just come down and visit.
Kent, people are complimenting your guard here.
Oh, yeah, that always helps. That helped us on that Bronco of yours, that half cab.
Oh, yeah.
It looking nice and pretty. Yeah, this for that.
He's going to drop it back about an inch because after he released the brake and everything else,
Yeah.
it came forward, so he doesn't want to destroy his grill. Well, Ken, if you do break the grill, that's more room for horseshoes and.
Broke the grill out?
Yeah, if you busted this, then you can
See,
put
that's
more.
not a Ford grill. That's a Mr. Trek grill. That's worth a lot of money.
Okay.
We're gonna dial this in perfectly. This is gonna be a perfect load, but we still don't know our combined weight. And we're gonna go to the scale and weigh it.
22,800 pounds is like our maximum, right?
Yes, that's a GCWR, gross weight, gross combined weight rating. And on the truck itself, it's 10,000. So the truck gross vehicle weight rating is 10,000. Combined with the trailer, 22,800. So we're gonna be close. This is gonna be very close.
Hold on.
Aha! I feel like Kent now. What?
It's no.
You got heaters and you got lights. What do you have?
I don't have lights.
By the way, I wanted to make a couple of announcements for all 10 people who are watching. Andre is going to run the Boulder,
Yes.
which is great. And I'm going
Can
to...
you tell them what that is?
Oh yeah, Boulder. It's a marathon.
No, it's not a marathon. It's 10K.
That's a marathon. To a fact that it's a real marathon. It's like Boston and New York combined.
No.
Anyway, he's running that, and he hasn't trained once, which is awesome.
Yes. And my wife's been training a little bit, and I'm running with her, but I'm running.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be jogging and walking.
I was going to bring him coffee, but he said no good on that, so...
Yeah.
And tonight I'm going to Jethro Tull at Red Rocks. And he's playing with, yes, I know, I'm really, really excited. I've seen him, this will be the 7th time I've seen Ian Anderson.
Nathan, people wonder if you're a runner.
Yeah, you know what? Every once in a while, I run to the kitchen. And
Triathlon, right? You do a little bit of biking?
You know what? A long time ago, I did compete in the Highlander Games. And when I was in high school, I played football and I wrestled and boxed.
I play horseshoes. I play horseshoes.
Yeah, you should see the back of his truck. It's all like
tell them you were a star football player, right?
Yeah, you were.
Well, I played high school football. I broke my knee. I did all that fun stuff.
Okay.
Those were the days.
All right,
man.
let's tie this down.
Pom pom girl, it was great. It was great.
I was kryptonite to cheerleaders.
I miss those days.
All right, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
This is what you're doing. I want you to go on that side of the truck, wrap around the axle, and go back.
Wow, making them work.
Yes, we have to work here.
There's no free lunch.
There's an axle, the mono beam. You see, there's a big space. Use that strap to wrap around it and hook it like you do on your toes.
What do you guys think? How will this truck do up the Gauntlet? A lot of weight today. Keep in mind this is a Super Ike Gauntlet, so this truck is maxed.
Around the axle. You're going backwards. You're on the back side of the axle. Try to find that big part of the beam. I'm wondering if I can take this out now. Give myself some room and then. Here you can climb underneath there. I'm too old to climb underneath there.
Andre, another question.
Yes.
Why do we even care about MPG up the Ike Gauntlet?
Well, it's another good number because we care because you can compare diesels to gas. You know, it's a relative number, right? Because it's the trip computer that's telling you this number. But we've tested a lot of diesels like the Cummins diesel and the Ram versus the Hemi. And you will see relative to each other.
It's either Andre or Tommy's going in there.
Yeah, let me get this all the way out. So we have
And relative to each other, you might see like 2.5 mpg on a gas engine, or you might see 4.5 on a diesel. And you can compare those and see that diesel is actually more efficient when towing. I know those numbers are a little hokey because it's at extreme conditions, but there you go.
Do you need me to climb in there, Kent?
Either you or Andre.
So all you gotta do is go in front of the bumper, put this, attach this. You sure, Tommy? You're gonna hurt your back on that angle line, so you gotta be careful.
We'd rather Andre hit himself.
We'd rather hurt, well.
I can hurt myself. And the people are saying that the Hemi engine will be struggling up at the altitude, and that's correct.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. We want to test trucks to the absolute max.
Well, any gas engine is gonna have a problem at altitude. That's how it goes. This is a larger engine.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to
Get in there, bud.
and you're gonna hook this thing in the middle of that chain. Put it together, and you're gonna crank it.
We gotta move the truck another foot back.
You can't get in.
Come on.
If you can't, we will figure out something else. I'm just trying to tell you the ideal thing. But don't do that anywhere until you hurt your back. You can sit right on it. If you don't want to do it, we'll figure out something else. But kind of need to be in the middle if you can.
There's a Russian butt shot.
Holy cow, what is that?
Go on the other side. Go on the other side.
He's going right now. I'm with you in spirit, brother.
Okay, I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Don't go anywhere. If you're stuck, that's a good thing.
Hook it on the chain.
Here, let me pull this up a little bit.
Oh, thank you. That helps. That helps.
There you go. Now I will make, you hook it on that chain, I will make the chains tighter.
Why do you abuse me like this?
I don't know, it just seemed like the chain
Yeah, if we put Roman in there, his toupee would have come out by the time he scraped out.
Okay.
We good?
Yeah. Thank you, Nathan. Are you moving? Can you move it towards me?
No.
No?
Now, we've got this as tight as we can get it.
Almost.
You have more adjustment on your side.
Yes, I can adjust it here. I can adjust this here and hook the chain onto itself using
as tight as you
this.
can.
I go on top or on the bottom?
It doesn't matter as long as it's tight. She doesn't care where it goes.
Okay, that's fairly tight.
Yeah.
Now we have to ratchet this.
Yes. Now go in there and move the lever.
And Kent, why do you have this chin here?
I didn't build the truck, Andre. I mean, I just drive.
This is for his outstanding MPG.
It gives me that extra 1/3 of a mile per gallon.
Kent, people like your wheels.
Well, those are Ford wheels. There's nothing special, thanks. But you see behind it is centromatic wheel balancer to balance it as it drives. That's what that ring is behind there. Now you got to move that lever in the middle. Make sure it's going the right direction. You know what I mean, Andre? How to adjust that lever?
Yes.
It's not a drum brake, Kent?
No, they're all disc. No, this body style here started in '99. That's when they first came out with four-wheel disc brakes for any of the trucks. First had an intercooler on a diesel, and it was way ahead of its time. And they got rid of the window vents. Like your truck has a window vents in a corner. That went away in '99. So did the top drip gutter for rain. I like all those things. I miss my old vent windows.
Hey, Kent, are all these procedures in the Truck Nuts book?
Most of them are. I mean, this is a lot of details. How's it going there, Andre?
It's Andre amid coitus.
Andre is doing such a good job down there. He's an excellent. We're thinking about putting him on full time.
Yeah. Still not very tight. I wasn't sure. I was on top of the chain and the chain got some slack.
Okay.
Let's do it again.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
It's me helping.
How you doing?
Good?
I do what they tell me to do, but I don't fit in tight places.
That's where I want you to be. That's very good.
This is why it's always beneficial to be the camera guy. There he is.
Oh, can you see me?
See, if we didn't have that wind guard on, we could get up in front and do that. So that's one of the obstacles of having a wind guard is you lose a little bit of room up front trying to get things done.
I hate this guard. I hate it. Oh, ow.
Right?
Yes.
As high as I can go with this.
Okay. Thank you, Nathan.
Oh, you got upper body now. You're ready to go.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty neat to see behind the scenes of the Ike Gauntlet.
Yeah, really.
Thank you, guys.
Now,
And your truck has kind of like a red, white theme, right?
and black.
And black.
Wait a minute. My underwear's showing here.
Oh, this is really behind the scenes. You don't want to see this.
Behind my scenes.
You don't want to
There
see
we
that.
go. We're all good. Sexy beasts, got his clothes on.
Oh,
Now we just
ouch.
gotta put that one on there and we're ready to go. So Andre, you know how these work. Throw that other one on there. You had the day off now or what?
Kent, how's your dump truck?
It's interesting. Me and Kelsey took it to the mountains, and now
A little bit tighter.
I'm gonna pull a trailer. Got a load of asphalt on it right now, so we'll be graveling the yard. Andre and I might be working on that project this afternoon. And
You're really putting me to work, Ken.
No, usually I put WD-40.
We were in training.
Okay.
Boulder.
Boulder. Okay, I'm gonna run.
I'm putting like $1 on you winning.
Okay.
So the
I
odds
bet
should be
$1
pretty
on you. And you're doing this for fun? They're not paying you?
No, nobody's paying me.
Well, why would you do it?
good. Because he loves trucks. He wrote a book
Oh.
with this guy named Kent.
But what's that got to do with running marathons?
Well,
His wife's training, so she's gonna smoke him. I mean, totally like
Oh, you're
humiliate
racing
him.
your wife?
yeah.
Yeah. She'll be
That'd
like,
be interesting.
she'll be waiting at the end of the race with like pizza in hand. So
Yeah.
You know, you're going to be racing for all mankind. because they will be ridiculed by their wives if you don't win.
This is a running race Andre's doing.
Yes, a Boulder 10K.
Marathon.
6.2 miles, is that?
6.2
10K.
miles.
Okay.
Andre, they have a slip and slide along the way.
Oh yes, I like that.
And beer, they have beer along the way
See,
too.
now that's what I'm talking about.
They also have like sprinkler systems going, and everybody's having fun.
And belly dancers.
Belly dancers? I like
Belly
that.
dancers.
Yep.
I have tennis shoes somewhere.
No.
I want to run.
No. I thought you were gonna belly dance.
I want to run with the belly dancers. Kind of like running with the bulls, huh?
Are we good yet?
Well,
How tight
my
do you need
dilly
it?
hickey needs some oil.
Okay, tell me, how are we doing on time?
Kent broke it.
How are we doing on
Well,
time?
it works. It's just not. It's just not adjusting.
Let's see what time it is. It is
Might take another gallon of WD-40 to make this one work right.
9:46.
You're doing good, Andre. You're a man.
Well, we gotta weigh this truck because
Yes.
that's what we promised.
Pretty tight, Andre.
All right, we're almost there.
Good because you notice your axis. This is a torsion. You're still alive.
Yeah.
This is torsion axis on this trailer, so it does not have an equalizer. They're independent, left and right, front and back. And we were going before. The tire looked lower in the back, so we were putting a little more weight on the back axle as the front axle. So we moved things forward. I like the way we are setting. I think we're good. I was thinking, Andre, of putting on that axle and pulling it back, but you're pulling almost back there, so we'll call that good.
I'm pulling on your chin over there.
Yeah, you're pulling on my chinny chin chin.
Yes.
Should we go weigh it?
Yeah, let's go weigh the truck. Ken, let's go weigh it and then we can fine tune it. Maybe you should jump in with Kent
Okay.
and I'll push the button.
You push the button.
Yeah.
This is gonna be too much work, Tommy. Work.
Should have brought the Frontier. Nice, easy loading in the Frontier.
What frontier?
You can get a long shot from that Tommy, the truck and the trailer, but I think we're pretty level. I like the way we're sitting.
I want to move this forward because
And I've got straps. Why do I? I've probably got some straps that we need to tie it down.
I really don't think it's necessary.
Most loads, shift forward as you drive.
Yeah. I'm not worried about this
we'll
bed. getting-
secure it later.
Yeah.
Let's go weigh the truck.
Okay, let's go weigh the truck.
Kent, I'm gonna go in with you.
I don't know, three of you go. Yeah. Let's go grab my phone.
Yes.
Well, that's
Yeah,
a little,
you
a
can
little
tell,
more squat
okay?
out of the truck. Okay, let me hang on to something. Oh, that's right. We have this wonderful roll-down window that I can't reach. I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
What are you doing?
Well, this doesn't have power windows, and that's not so bad. If the window crank was up here like they used to be, it would be nothing to it, but it's clearer down the bottom and right where your cup holder is. I know, I complain too much. But it's an annoying thing. You got to use these windows a lot. Might run over anybody. So I do like this engine. I'm a big fan of the 6.4 Hemi. And I like these seats. This is the 40 seats is what I use. And where did we lose Andre?
He's going to go push the button.
Okay. Okay, which way is he going? He's getting fuel.
A lot of discussion. Do they still make the Ford V10? People are wondering.
Well, they do in certain configurations, like the big 650, 750, and the commercial vans, the cutaway vans, ambulances. Actually, I think the whole cabin chassis line, it's available on it. That I'd have to double check, but I think it is. But yeah, they still make that engine, and it's a good thing. It's been good for them. They're the only ones in it, the Class 6 and Class 7 truck with the gas engine. And two, if General Motors had kept that 8.1 with the Allison, that would have been a great combination of a gas engine and so many trucks. But that bankruptcy thing put away all those trucks, those medium class size trucks. And I'm glad to see them bringing back the 45, maybe the 5500 here another year or so with International building it, using the Duramax and the Allison. So, good things are coming. But no, the V10, it's good. And it's interesting when you add extra cylinders like that, it drops your red line, you know. So, red line on basic V8 might be 6,000 RPM. With that engine, it's in that 650, it's like 5,000 RPM. A little more than 5,000. Drops almost 1,000.
Can I grab my camera?
Yeah.
I want to get another video of this.
Do you want me in the truck?
Yeah, you're fine.
So I'm gonna stop whining, but you know, if I had power windows and power mirrors, I would stop whining. That's the only two things I request in a truck. It's because I'm getting old. Having to manually adjust the mirrors is the most annoying thing I can think of. You're out of truck stuff, but did you see any lot lizards out running around?
No, no lot lizards.
Didn't get a chance to even see. It is Memorial Day weekend. I'll probably get shot for saying that.
There goes Andre.
Andre, how are you?
Hey, you're on camera.
I know, I'm sweating. Are you sweating?
A little.
Out here in my down vest.
First way. First way. Truck number. Truck number 2. Okay, I got your way. Thank you.
Cool, we are done way.
That was easy.
Yeah.
How many scales have you been on in your life, Kent?
Oh, a couple thousand. I don't know. A lot of portable scales too. When the DOT used to chase me around the farm, so I used triple axle trailers, so I had a little more capacity to make them happy. But you know, that's the only time you see a farmer go on scales is with the portable scales, and they're out there in the country roads trying to find the semi traffic.
People are wondering if they've updated that V10.
You know, I don't know that they have a lot. To me, I think it's the same configuration. I mean, it's kind of a neat little truck, but you know, with that, we'll talk about the 650 later, but it's a 6.50 rear end axle ratio. I mean, that's like farm kind of, you can go out there and plow your fields with that. But I think it helps because, you know, the diesel, you probably couldn't do that.
This away, please.
Yeah, we can just set it there.
But the diesel, with, you know, doesn't have that top end, so you probably would have a lower road gear at that axle ratio. But the V10, you know, has, you know, the 5,000 RPMs. And so that means each gear can go a little faster because you got more room there. And that works. So, I mean, I've gone over 70 miles an hour in that truck, and it wasn't really, you know, hurting any. And I actually loaded it with almost 6 ton of recycled asphalt seatbelt. Well, we're in a parking lot. Not a whole lot I can do. But anyway, I'm pulling that 70 miles an hour, and I was at grossing 26,000, which is what the GVW is on that 650. Now we're going to tie a trailer to it. We're going to gravel the yard there. We have all of our 6 test trailers there. We're going to try to get some mud holes, using that recycled asphalt on that, and then we'll haul some trash away. So we got a lot of projects to do with that. And I'm going to tow this exact truck and trailer we have behind us here, behind that 650, because that will actually tow at 37,000 combined weight rating. It will tow 12,000 pounds when you're fully loaded.
Wow.
But yeah, well, I should say, let me back that up. You can tow about 5.5 ton, 11,000 pounds, because you got to give up 1,000 pounds for tongue weight if you were maxed out at 12,000 or at 10,000 actually, because of that. Your tongue weight goes toward the payload, and the asphalt is the payload. So, and then me. So I probably won't be able to tow about a 10,000 pound trailer with that 650 when I'm fully loaded. Of course, you know, without a load of asphalt, I can do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Move back to our parking lot.
What'd you do?
I don't know. He's got all the numbers. We don't know anything until that, because they won't show them to you outside.
Does Kent prefer the 6.4 Hemi over the 6.0 Vortec or the 6.2 Ford?
Well, there's a lot of things I like about the 6.2, but it's kind of dated and it is the least powerful. I mean, the 6.2, the one on this Ford behind us, will outrun that 6-liter. My brother has one; he loves it. He gets the best fuel mileage probably of the 3 trucks is that 6-liter, from my experience. But and the 6.2 versus the 6.4, it'd be really close. Now they got a new 6.2, more powerful. That'd be nice to race those two against each other. I mean, I do like that 6.4. I like the fact that you can disconnect. What disconnects half the cylinders for fuel, and you know, I mean, it's a nice combination. I'm a fan of that. One thing I don't like about the 6.4 Hemi is it doesn't sound like the 5.7 Hemi. The 5.7 Hemi has that deep throat. Sounds like a hot rod. The 6.4 never sounds like a hot rod. Of course, that V10 of Ford's, that 6.8, doesn't sound like a hot rod either. That's just not their purpose. But and that would be close. I kind of edge toward that 6.4 Hemi over the 6.2, and hopefully Ford will eventually put the 6.2 or a stronger version of the 6.2 in their heavy duties.
Hey Ken, do you keep an eye on temperatures when you're going up the Ike Gauntlet?
We do, and it's just like they teach you when you get your CDL license. You watch your gauges. You know, they tell you to, watch the signs. All these things you got to do as a trucker. You got to be able to know traffic way ahead of you, signs way ahead of you, obstacles. And so you're constantly watching your gauges. And I was glad to see that in the CDL test because you do need to know if all of a sudden you have a temperature flare or any of that. Now, things like transmission oil, you might have to look through your cluster to get to that temperature gauge on that. So that you want to check once in a while when you're safe and you're not swerving on the road because you're staring at your dash. But the basic gauges, which are the temperature, oil pressure, of course fuel, and your battery, because those flicker a lot. They'll tell you things. They'll tell you whether you got an alternator problem or a belt going out, or something's getting hot. You got a radiator fluid leak. Those gauges you really do need to look at like every 5 minutes. So we do, yeah, we look at gauges.
Well, here comes Andre. He's running like a...
He's running.
Your 10K training is complete.
Okay, I have some good news and I have some bad news. Nathan.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the weight slip. Our combined weight is 20,980.
Okay, so we're under.
Yes, but here's the bad news. The truck, the gross vehicle weight on the 2 truck axles adds up to 10,380.
And what's our maximum?
10,000. So we gotta subtract 300 pounds. So I would say we dump Kent. Kent is leaving.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, but we are maxed out, guys. Our gross vehicle weight is maxed out.
We're at 22?
No. Combined weight 20,980, so we're well within that limit.
Okay.
But the gross vehicle weight is a little bit over. We're at 10,380
Oh, the truck itself.
on the truck itself. So
You may have to ride in my truck.
yeah, you might have to go alone. Okay.
Actually, seriously, I have to go alone.
So anyway, there you have it, guys. We'll figure this out. I know this show's been going on for what, 40 minutes?
Yeah, are there any questions before we sign out?
Everyone's excited to see the results. How do you think it'll do?
We tested a few gas trucks, and they're actually fairly slow up the mountain.
Yeah, it really is a torture test on gas engines. There's no turbocharger to help out with
Yeah,
with power.
exactly. And the Hemi we tried 2 years ago had a problem where it was trying to save itself with heat,
Yes.
so it cut power. Then the last one we did, I think the Ram Power Wagon, it did fantastic. So I'm hoping that they've done that fix on this truck so that we don't lose power at the end of the tunnel.
It's supposed to be the same engine.
Yeah, the Power Wagon has the same engine as this truck, but the Power Wagon only towed about 10,000 pounds. Here we're towing much more, right? So
What are we towing?
well, the trailer, hang on here, guys. Well, we have 2,400 pounds in the bed.
Right.
That's already a lot.
Yeah.
Plus about 12,000 behind it. So
Over 12,000 in the trailer. Okay.
so that's a lot of weight.
Yeah, it's true.
No problem.
Well,
Okay,
it's good
no
to be
problem.
maxed out. This is like a Super Ike Gauntlet.
This is Super Ike Gauntlet, world's toughest towing test, and we'll produce this video, we'll edit it, and we'll publish it on the TFL Truck channel. So stay tuned for that.
Okay, guys, explain to them what Super Ike is as opposed to regular Ike, in case those guys, in case you don't know.
Sure. So regular Ike we do closer to the winter months, and this is for the Gold Hitch Awards, right? We're comparing every truck in the same class together, same weights for every truck. Super Ike Gauntlet is when we max the truck out. Each truck is against itself. This is a unique load for this particular truck to max out the weight, and this is what super means.
Yep, that's right.
It is tough test going up 7% grade,
Yeah.
11,000 feet. It's not easy.
All right, thank you guys.
Catch you later.
We'll see you soon.
The truck doesn't look so bad. The little mini wheels